Hey, what's happening, tennis fans? I'm James Watterson, and on today's Tennis Now Countdown show, we're going to take a look at our top 5 most unusual rackets. Tennis has been around for a long time, which has given would-be innovators plenty of time to come up with quirky and unusual racket designs. Although they're different from the norm, people who have played with some of these designs absolutely swear by them, so who are we to judge? Still, here's our list of the top 5 most unusual tennis rackets, and we'll start with some honorable mentions. You can't have a list with that without at least mentioning the Schnauzert Ergonom, which had a rotated head. We've also got the Topway Hexagonal and the rival AU700, two rackets with very unusual head shapes. Let's not forget the Tree-Torn Speed Gun as well, which actually had a string sensor that determined shot speed and then displayed it on the throat of the racket. With all that out of the way, let's go to our top 5 list. At number 5, we've got the Blackburn Double strung. This racket featured not one string bed, but 2. It also placed the strings closer to the outside of the frame to reduce the chance of framing a shot. On paper, this could have made a lot of sense. After all, if you have 2 string beds, then your strings have to last longer, right? But it was for that reason that it was very difficult to string, and its high price point certainly didn't help it in catching on with tennis players. At number 4, we have the Handler. I suppose we're still operating on the more is better idea here. In this case, the Handler and its many double-handled variations we've seen was designed in 1992 for the two-handed backhand player. But as you can probably imagine, serving and volleying is cumbersome with this racket because both handles are off-center from the frame. At number 3, we have the Neox line Carving Star. Now these rackets feature the rotated head of the Schnauzert Ergonom as well as a curved handle. It's actually an evolution of previous attempts at incorporating these designs that goes back to the 1980s with the Urge, which was made in Sweden. It certainly looks weird, but the company who makes these rackets says the grip gives you better control on serves and volleys, and you get more topspin and slice on your shots. At number 2, we have the Genro. Here we have another attempted step forward in technology, and in this case, the Genro rackets feature detachable grips that you attach at the head of the racket via a tightening mechanism in the butt of the racket. It all fastens together with a key provided by the manufacturer. Now there must have been something to this as ATP Touring Pro Nicolas Lepenti used them for a time. After all, the design is very convenient for those of you who don't want to have to worry about carrying around one or several complete rackets. Instead, you can have one grip and several frames, each with different strings or string tensions. Just make sure not to lose the key. At number 1, we have McGregor Bergland Long String. This frame, which was made in 1985, really takes the cake here. Not only does it have a semi-octagonal head shape and diagonal strings, but it also comes with a string tension control system that can be adjusted using a tightening system in the butt cap with an Allen key device, which is similar to what you'd find from IKEA. Fortunately, the racket came with stringing instructions, so that's good. Oddly enough, Lennart Bergland, Bjorn Borg's coach, endorsed the racket, so there must have been something to this design. Leaving all the other stuff to the side though, the diagonal strings supposedly provide a lot more spin. Unfortunately, the company went under, yet this tension adjusting technology did live on in several other rackets. And that'll do it for our list. Considering tennis is more than 100 years old, I'm sure that we probably did miss some rackets. Let us know what we did miss in the comment section below. As always, thanks for watching, and have a great day, everybody.